This is the plaintiff, Leonard Spina. He says he sold his double-wide trailer home to the defendant, and a sneaky woman turned on the electricity in his name under his old account, and he's been paying for her power for more than a year. He tried to speak with the defendant, and she ignored him. He also sent her a certified letter. She refuses to pay, and he's here suing her for the $1,149.95 he's most definitely owed. This is the defendant, Judith McNamara. She says the electricity was working when she moved in, and when it went off, she simply called the company to turn it on again. Now, a year later, the plaintiff's claiming he's been unfairly paying her electric bill and didn't know it. Sounds fishy to her, and she owes nothing. She's accused of stealing juice.
All parties, please use your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff says he sold his trailer to the defendant, and the defendant was supposed to put the electric in her name, but never did, and he got charged. The defendant says the plaintiff should have noticed it, so tough. It's the case of not my power problem.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome in.
Okay, so you sold your double-wide trailer to the defendant back when?
August 23rd, 2017.
Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay. And when you sold it to her, did you shut off the electricity that you had going there?
I waited till the closing date.
Right.
And then I turned it off.
Well, yeah. All right. And then you move in on what day?
2 days after Irma, I believe September 15th, perhaps.
Okay.
Right after the hurricane.
Right. So how did the double-wide fare during the hurricane?
It was fine.
Good. And so you move in, and is there electricity?
Electricity, water, everything was working.
Okay. And so as someone who just bought something, did you call the electric company, the water company, and have them turn everything in your name so the bills would come to you?
Probably not.
Right. So apparently it was being automatically deducted from your account.
Yes, ma'am.
When did you finally figure out they were doing that?
In December of 2018.
Whew. Okay. And how did you figure it out?
I kept calling the power company every month, wondering why I was getting this double bill out of my checking account. And
So
was
you
told,
noticed right away that they were deducting twice, or not really
with
right
my
away?
health, I didn't happen to
Okay.
look into it. That's why.
No,
it's-
good for you that you're not like bouncing checks over that amount, but
right.
go ahead.
Well, they did.
She did. All year long, and you didn't know why?
I hadn't planned on the extra deduction from the account, so checks bounced.
All right, so you call them, then you figure it out, and then do you call her and say, hey?
I didn't have a phone number for her.
All right, do you write her?
I visited her first, and then I wrote her first class.
Wait, when you visited her, what happened?
No one answered the door.
Okay. And then?
I sent her a first-class mail. And then I sent her a certified letter, which she refused to sign for.
Okay. All right, so, well, he's trying to reach you. Do you know he's trying to reach you?
No, and we do have an office there, and everyone in the office knew me, so he could have gone directly to the office. I did sign for and receive a letter from him.
Okay, and what'd the letter say?
Oh, boy. I eventually tossed it that he'd been paying all this time, and my thought was, why? Why are you paying when he
Well, that's
could
a
have...
good question. How do you not notice it in all this time? You know what else is
Exactly.
another good question? How do you not notice you're not paying an electric bill all that time?
Welcome back to the People's Court. The plaintiff says the defendant never switched the electric into her name after she bought a trailer from him. But the defendant says she didn't notice it wasn't in her name. Can she still be held responsible for the entire bill? And does the plaintiff carry some responsibility? Let's go back into the courtroom.
3 months after I moved in, my only child, my son, died. I
I'm very
wasn't
sorry to
thinking
hear
of
that.
anything. I mean, I just went on. I paid what came. I got second notices on some things. I managed to get them off before anything else was turned off. It didn't occur to me. One day my electricity went off. I called the company and I said, my electricity's off. What's wrong? And she asked for my address and she said, you don't have electricity. So she turned it on and then I started paying the bills. So I assumed the office was
No, but you didn't
paying
pay the
for it.
electric bills. Did you pay electric bills?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see the proof of that. then it's a matter that FPL billed twice. Show me the proof that you paid any electric bills.
I paid when the electricity was shut off.
You paid
a
what?
year later. I called them and I said, you shut off my electricity.
Yeah, that's by the time. So it's post-December 2018 when he's yelling at FPL saying, guys, I told you I was moving. And FPL didn't say, oh, our bad, we have a record of you canceling the electricity?
No.
No, because they don't have a record of you canceling the electricity. Maybe you forgot to cancel. Either way, this is electrical usage. After August 25th, any electrical usage is stuff you used. Why would you not have to pay it? Because he took too long to catch it?
No, I just didn't know I wasn't paying it. I've been paying it since they turned it on.
Right,
Then I
you've
get
been
his
paying
letter.
it since when? 2018, late 2018, 2019?
Yeah.
So you've now noticed that you never paid it that whole year and you got a free ride on him. Why have you not made an effort to say to him, okay, you know, why are you calling this fishy as opposed to...
Oh, I'm not. No.
Okay,
I
so
perfectly
he's
understand.
right.
It happened to me when I left Philadelphia. The same exact thing. I didn't turn it off and they were using it. So...
well then why in your answer to the complaint do you say, I don't know the money and I wish he'd realize it sooner?
I didn't say that.
So what is your defense?
I don't have a defense.
Okay, I got you. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm looking at the bill that you've provided. It's a little less than what you're saying because you have 2 dates there that precede the closing. So I'm taking those out and I'm finding in your favor in the amount of $1,044.59, which takes us until December of 2018, which is when they really, really took you off, right? So that's $1,044.59. Okay? Verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Well, since the defendant, Ms. McNamara, had no defense, the plaintiff wins. Ms. McNamara, you lose. What are you thinking?
It was just, I owed the money. I just didn't have it when he sent me the letter.
Okay. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
You must sign a few documents. You have the judgment against you now. Mr. Spina, you're finally going to get your money, I think.
I am.
You feel better now?
I feel a lot better.
I mean, was it tough to file a lawsuit against her?
It was. It just took forever to do it. And finally, I was able to file the lawsuit, serve her, and so on and so forth. And time just kept passing.
Yeah.
But it was a worry.
Okay. Well, no worries anymore. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, sir. The door is that way. That'll wrap it up, Harvey.
Well, Doug, I mean, if ever there was a case that made it clear, when you move out of a place and somebody else is supposed to take responsibility for utilities, make sure it is put in their name.